You've probably had a moment where you snapped at someone or completely shut down under pressure, and a second later had to stop, close your eyes, and ask yourself, why did I just do that? We usually picture trauma as a dramatic, explosive event, but often it is incredibly quiet. It can be a prolonged silence, a lack of attention, or the steady experience of being ignored. It acts as a hidden code, written directly into your nervous system during childhood. Long after you've grown up, that code quietly dictates your choices, your reactions, and even how your body feels under stress. Today, we are going to map out that code. Grab a notebook. I'm going to walk you through how to identify your specific childhood imprint, and we'll build a 4-step framework to rewrite it. Charting these reactions transforms them from invisible forces into data you can actually work with. It is the first step in moving from an automatic survival reaction toward a conscious choice. Step 1. Open your notebook and write the phrase, "my coping mechanism," right at the top of the page. An imprint is a core emotional conclusion your childhood brain drew. A child doesn't think, "my parent is tired." They feel, "I am unloved." To cope, your mind builds a coping mechanism. This repeatedly hardens into an automatic adult reflex. These protective strategies are evidence of your mind's resilience. They are the exact tools that ensured your survival when you were vulnerable and had no other way to process emotional pain. To lower the overwhelming stress you feel today, we have to look at the coping mechanism you rely on right now and trace it backward to find the original imprint. I'm going to outline 4 distinct trauma profiles. Listen closely and write down the single profile that best matches how you behave as an adult. Profile 1 is rejection. If you were rarely seen or heard, your imprint tells you that you aren't needed. To survive this, your coping mechanism is to disappear, stay quiet, and make yourself invisible to avoid being a burden. Profile 2 is betrayal. When your trust is broken early on, you learn that closeness is dangerous. The resulting strategy is extreme self-reliance. You isolate yourself and refuse to depend on anyone else. Profile 3 is abandonment. A major emotional or physical loss creates the imprint that you will disappear if left alone. To cope, you cling to people, constantly trying to make yourself overly necessary so they won't leave. Profile 4 is injustice. Constant criticism teaches you that making a mistake means you are inherently bad. Your mind protects you by driving extreme perfectionism. You have to be flawless or you are nothing. If your childhood feels like a blur and you can't remember the original events, don't worry. Just look at your current habits. Your adult behavior will point you directly to the correct profile. Correctly identifying your profile connects your current habits to their origin point. It reveals how the survival strategies of the past are still directing your actions today, which is the insight needed to build an exit strategy. Now that we know what your brain is doing, we can interrupt it. We'll use a 4-step framework to pull your nervous system out of its automatic loop. Step 1, awareness. Catch yourself mid-reaction. Step 2, recognition. Think the coping mechanism, but it isn't needed now. Step 3, separation. Realize you have a conscious choice. Step 4, integration. Practice your healthy response to build a new neural pathway. Take your pen and write these 4 exact steps down in your notebook, directly underneath your chosen profile. This is your daily action plan. This process won't erase your original trauma. Instead, it builds a stronger, highly conscious alternative that can override your automatic survival response. Having this logical map is crucial, but it isn't quite enough. Childhood memories can be fragmented or completely inaccurate. Your physical body, however, does not lie. When a trigger hits, perform a physical check-in. Notice exactly where tension grips your body, whether your jaw tightens, your chest restricts, or your hands clench. Before you even look at your notebook, take a single deep breath to consciously release that physical tension. You have to clear the body's physical alarm system first. Doing so creates a brief window of calm, the mandatory gap you need for your logical 4-step framework to actually work. Look down at your notebook. You now have a completed personal trauma pattern map, identifying exactly how you react under pressure and exactly how to dismantle that reaction. Here is your task for the upcoming week. Do not try to fix everything instantly. Your only job is to focus on step 1, awareness, and practice your physical check-in whenever you feel triggered. Building new reactions takes time. Treat this as a steady, gradual process of returning to the authentic version of yourself that got lost along the way. A survival strategy only maintains its power as long as it stays hidden. Once identified, it becomes a behavior you can observe, evaluate, and eventually set aside.